I used to get nosebleeds a lot when I was a young lad. I've highlighted a story in the text, if you want to read it, about an episode at my auntie's house. Now, it got explained to me by the doctors that the reason I was getting nosebleeds is because the blood vessels in my nose were close to the bone. So all I needed to do was sniff or do something strange and my nose would start bleeding. So they said it was best not to pick your nose or do stuff like that, like don't put your fingers up your nose, don't touch your nose, and don't do stuff like this. So obviously, because they'd said that it's obviously the blood vessels near my nose, I would go and try and make it bleed. But whenever I tried to make it bleed, I'd go, it wouldn't do it. Admittedly, sometimes when I pulled a bogey out, it would start bleeding. When try and spray my hardest on a hanky and it just wasn't coming out, so I'd just go, and you get one of those long strands come out. Whoa, you know what I mean? Sometimes then it'd start bleeding, but you'd more than likely, I would have more likely had a nosebleed either the day before or a couple of days before. I was just ripping the scab off of it. So I haven't had a nosebleed like that for ages. Just suddenly you just get a nosebleed. I ain't had one of those for ages. Last time I had one, I was at Arthur Prince in Loughborough. And before that, I hadn't had a nosebleed like that for years. So this morning when I woke up and I got blood coming out of my nose, I was worried. In fact, I woke up, come down here, switched the computer on, went to start making a video, and my nose was bleeding. I was like, whoa, hold on a second, my nose is bleeding. And I'm not particularly bothered about it. It's happened that many times to me. It's just like, yeah, I don't know how to do this. Like, oh no, just let it drip, 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 drip. It stops eventually. But the fact of the matter is that I haven't had any alcohol. And I haven't had any cigarettes for a while now. I ain't had no drugs for a while now, you could say. There you go. Because I class alcohol as drugs. And yesterday I had some chocolate. I ain't had chocolate for a long time. I thought I'll have some chocolate. I had a chocolate eclair. I had 2 chocolate eclairs. I'm just wondering if this correlation is to chocolate and these drugs. I'm just wondering if these drugs soften the walls of your veins inside. So I'm just wondering if nicotine and alcohol stop it, and chocolate weakens the walls of your veins and then makes your nose bleed, maybe. Or if you want to read the explanation, you go and read the explanation. It could be telekinesis. Yeah, could be many things. But I had a nosebleed this morning. I was a bit. I'm not worried. I was pissed off. It angers me. I get really angry at the thought that I've just had a nosebleed, and then I'm reading. Writing this thing out, and I'm thinking about sleepwalking and narcolepsy. I'm wondering if I'm narcoleptic. I bet I am. I bet that's why people get pissed off at me at work. It's the only explanation. I must be narcoleptic. I must sleepwalk and have narcolepsy. So I've got not insomnia, because that's when you can't get to sleep. Sleepwalking's when you're asleep and you get up and you walk around and you do stuff. Like, I'm sure I got up I've been getting up over the last few days and been cutting my moustache. Because it hasn't been growing, it's just been perfect. Everything, I woke up in the morning, it's been perfect. It's like, yeah, that's alright. As long as I'm getting up in the night and doing my moustache, that's fine. I don't mind. Yeah, I don't want to go sleep during the day, and then hopefully I'll sleep day walk and do my moustache when I can be bothered, because, well, if it's left to its own devices it will just grow. I don't mind shaving, but I just can't bother to shave at the moment. So as you can see, I've cut my hair nicely, but I've left my beard because I can't be bothered to take the beard off. I trimmed my beard, but I've trimmed it. I did that trimming nicely, yeah, because it's just around here somewhere as well. So I trimmed it nicely. Yeah, I'll do that every day or every other day. Actually, if I leave it, it comes down here somewhere. You see it around here. It's horrible. So it's trimmed nicely. Well, how I want it to look. So this is about the best it looks. I like looking at myself with a beard like this. I don't like a beard, but if I can't bother to shave, all I'm going to do is just do a little bit like this and a little bit like that. I don't want to get a big spread around underneath here, and I don't want these lines coming down here. They look gay. Sort of gay man off, the lines coming down here. The line coming down here. So I'll have it nice but not gay. Nice but not gay. My beard, that's just unusual, that isn't it? I've got blade 4, blade 1, shaven, then beard. Something new. You're lucky actually, because I was going to continue my beard up over the top of my head like this, and have a cross, leave a bit at the front, and then just have a Mohican down the centre like that, yeah? And then have like a cross through it with my beard, continuing down the top of my head, which would look completely stupid. Well, it'd been funny. Blade 4 Mohican. The blade 4 beard. Swinging dicky. And then I could have glued some hair down the front of my nose and down here, and left a Hitler bit on my chin, and or just drawn a false tattoo down the front here across my nose, or got some face paint or something, and left a Hitler bit of moustache here in the centre, shaved the other bits of the moustache off the outside here, and just left a Hitler bit in the centre, and then add that bit there, so you got like a like that, and then blinging. Completely stupid. What, unconventional, bohemian. Yes, bohemian. The man's a bohemian. Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah, that was by an age-spreading freak. It's a good song though. Oh, do you like my picture? I drew a picture of an artist. Do you like it? Look at it that way and you see something, yeah? You look at it that way and you see something else, alright? Everybody's laughing when you look at it that way. You look at it that way and you see something else, alright? And you look at it that way, you see something else, yeah? And this is even better because you flip it around the opposite way and you see something else. Just wait for me to get onto it, yeah, okay, that's funnier, that's really funny, that one is, yeah? Okay, and then you look at it that way and you see something else, yeah, okay, and you look at it that way and you see something else, yeah, and you look at it that way again and you see something else. If I turn it that way and flip it around, and while it's that way I turn it around like that and flip it around, that does something else, alright. Oh, I fucked it. So I have to do it 3 times. It's a brainwashing card. Alright, it brainwashes you. And what it brainwashes you into doing is working hard, doing stuff well, and enjoying yourself with whatever you can do. That's what that does. It's a brainwashing card. It needs a light out. That's a brainwashing card. It's me, Stringent.